Here's a super interesting and educational Twitter/X thread that I have to bring to your attention, guys. It comes from Matt Young, who's the president of Republic Developments. This is a Toronto-based condominium developer. They actually currently have a project in Trinity Bellwoods called the Bellwoods House. So what Matt did is ask this team to run an analysis of the affordability impacts of taxes and government charges related to housing in the local Toronto high-rise context. They started by looking at a hypothetical mid-market high-rise building with about 321 units, 250,000 total square feet. And the findings are pretty wild. So as you know, we pay a lot of taxes in Canada, and that extends to housing as well. As Matt says, we basically tax housing like cigarettes and alcohol. So these here are all the taxes a developer has to pay to the city and the province in order to be able to build. That's a lot. How much, you wonder? Well, it adds up to a whopping 24% of the total budget of the project, which in this hypothetical scenario is $57 million. Which essentially means that if you're shopping for an average 600 square foot condo, which sadly only 3.6% of Toronto households can afford, you're paying about $860,000. Meanwhile, if you remove all these taxes, fees, and charges, this exact same condo would cost $650,000 all in. That's a difference of $210,000 that you guys have to pay because these charges get passed on to the buyers. It's an unfortunate reality of living in Toronto. The bottom line is that the builders are in the business of making money too, and they're chasing their 12 to 13% profit margin. If the profit margin is not there, they won't build. It's that simple. Meaning that if pre-construction sales continue to be as slow as they currently are, the projects won't build. They will get canceled. And 2 to 3 years down the road from now, when these completions should theoretically be taking place, we will have no new inventory. In the meantime, while having record levels of immigration, which is going to put immense amount of pressure on housing and housing prices. So these taxes need to be looked at. The construction and approval timelines need to be shortened in order to be able to bring more affordable housing to Canadians. Otherwise, we're going to be in a perpetual cycle of unaffordable housing.